What are the signs of the hypocrite? I'm going to break it down. I'm not just here to, we're not scholars. I'm not going to offer you verbatim hadith from which of the 6 books, complete with the isnad and complete with different tafsirs of that by well-known scholars, and to go into the grammar and to go into the lexicon and everything into it. No. All that, it's like you take a lemon and we say, can you, there's a lemon and you say, can you make juice? And the scholar takes it and squeeze it and squeeze it and squeeze it and squeeze it, and they give you the pulp. They drink all the nice juice and they give you the pulp. The awliya Allah, all the difficulty they take the easiness of it and they give it to you. Easy for you to digest, for you to understand. Sheykh Effendi, every time he's going to start the zikr, every time he's going to start especially the sohbat, and he's saying, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, BismillahirRahmanirRahim. If you see someone standing up or being busy or doing things, distracting, he gets very upset for the sake of Allah. And he's saying what? This is exactly what happened during the Holy Prophet ﷺ's time. When the Prophet ﷺ was going to start a sohbat, the munafiq, the hypocrites, suddenly they're going to stand up and slowly walk from one end of the room to the next to sit down. He stops, he waits, things become calm again, he begins again. Once he starts again, another munafiq stands up to break the connection, the spiritual connection. So what is a sign of a munafiq? Sheykh Effendi says that is one sign of the munafiq. That the munafiq will be in the midst, he will be in the gathering of believers. Munafiq, they don't have a separate community. It's not like one whole munafiq community together doing their own thing, making dargah, zikr, and making a masjid, munafiq masjid. No. That is Wahhabi shaitan. They do that. Munafiqs is inside, is not outside. Meaning, if there is going to be a zikr, munafiqs are also in zikr. If there is going to be sohbats, there are also hypocrites, munafiqs in the sohbat. They're going to do the things that you are doing, the believers are doing. They're going to dress the way that the believers dress. They're going to speak the way that the believers speak. They're going to make zikr the same way, pray the same way, do everything the same way. But there is no sincerity. But they really don't believe and they hate it, but they're not showing it. So if there's any opportunity for them to make fitna, to make confusion, they will. Oh, another sign of the munafiq. They like to make fitna. Isn't it? They see any disagreement, they're going to jump and they're going to spread it and they're going to let it to boil. The believer sits and he watches and he understands that there is a confusion. He's not going to jump in. He's going to understand from every angle and take lesson from himself. The munafiq is going to jump in. He's going to say to one group, yeah, you are right, they are wrong. Then he goes to the other group and says, you know what? I'm only saying that to make them happy with me, but in reality, you are right, they are wrong. Quran is speaking like this, isn't it? The description of the munafiq. So don't look for the sign of a munafiq the way that physically they are. Don't look for the sign of the munafiq the way they speak. Don't look for the sign of the munafiq whether they're giving salawats or not, or they're making zikr or not. Because the munafiqs, they will do exactly the same things that the believers are doing. But their sincerity is not there. Their belief is not there. And if there's any opportunity for them to betray, they will. And if you are awake enough, and the believer must be awake, there are so many signs of betrayal. Because the munafiq, it is that he betrays. And the munafiq holds a lower position in the hellfire than the unbelievers, because they betray. May Allah not make us to become from that category. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove all hypocrisy from our hearts, inshallah. We are happy that we have our Sheykh to remind us and to hit his stick over our heads continuously, to make us understand what is coming from the ego and what is coming from sincerity, to make us understand what is heedlessness and what is doing something for the sake of Allah. Because the hypocrisy also comes in thousands, hundreds and thousands of different tricks and traps. And more that you are entering, deeper that you go, then you are going to discover that a small thing may be small to other people, but it is very big, and it must be big to you. If you look in your hands, 99.9% of everyone here is going to say, yeah, my hands are pretty clean. But the hands that you have, it cannot even go to the kitchen to cook. The people are cooking in the kitchen, they say, yes, my hands are clean because I'm touching food. You cannot bring those same hands to go to the surgeon's table to conduct the surgery. So more that you are refining your faith, more you're going to find not more faith inside of me, more you're going to find more hypocrisy, more kufr, more ego, more arrogance, more anger, and you're trying to get rid of it. Others may not see, but the one who knows himself, you are going to see. After a while, when you are in that way, holding on tightly, the support will come, and to make it easy after that, inshallah. May Allah forgive me and bless you for the sake of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, Sultan al-Awliya and Sahibul Saif. May Allah not make us to become hypocrites. May Allah increase our faith, inshallah, and our sincerity and our hizmat. May Allah forgive us. May Allah make us to be more forgiving to each other. May Allah make us to become harder on ourselves. May Allah remove heedlessness from us and laziness from us and insincerity from us, inshallah. May Allah remove confusion away from us and bad eyes and nazar away from us. May our hearts always be with our Sheykh, dunya and akhirat. May his hand be over us. May we be under his feet. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This much is enough.